Hi, I'm Shamila Antonio. I'm a pastor in Assemblies of God of Ceylon. Ceylon is a name that we used earlier, but now we call it Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful country, and I'm blessed to be in this country, island nation. And I'm in central parts of this island place called Kandy Katugastote. I just wanted to address you regarding ELEOS ministry and how ELEOS ministry has helped Assemblies of God Kandy North Church to carry out its mission. I really didn't know ELEOS or ELEOS ministry, but I came to know a person called Lynn Yomo in South Africa, as we were both participating in an African Leadership Institute, and it's called ELECT, and I'm blessed to be there. And there I first met Lynn, and I came to know as the time passes, she is full of passion for missions and to work in other countries taking the gospel. And also she was a very generous person. So we were like, I have some of these same ideas and friends, like we were friends, and even after South Africa we continue to be friends. And when we came, like I and Limo and some other friends from Elect, calling each other, encouraging and looking for each other. So one day, like last year 2020, somewhere around March, COVID-19 pandemic hit the nation of island Sri Lanka. We went through a very difficult time. It was like the country was locked down 5 months, and our church started to find it difficult, especially our people, the believers in the church as families, because they are in the middle class and the lower level classes of society. And what happened was, like, some of them are daily working and they are not they are finding it very difficult to without a work survive. So I had this, and not only in church, apart from the church, the community had the same problem, and so many people were going through very difficult times because they were depending on daily wages. So I had a burden to support these people in a way that I can do. We are not a large community. We are a Christian minority in Sri Lanka. Evangelical Christians are less than 2%. That was our percentage, but I wanted to do some sort of a influence and helping hand to the community too. I was thinking, how can I do that? And I suddenly remembered Lynn Yomo had the same passion, helping people, reaching out to people, sharing the gospel. And I had some other friends too. I spoke to Lynn and some others, and Lynn immediately, she had a generous heart. Even in South Africa, she said, I want to help you. And she always mentioned a name called Pastor Philip, and I think she loves to go to Pastor Philip, so I want to mention him. And she always says, I spoke to Pastor Philip, and she spoke to, I think, Pastor Philip and the ELEOS, the committee, and she decided to help us. And in that venture we were able to, like, Lord blessed us to help so many families all together. With the other resources that I got during that 5 months, I was able to nearly do about 160 food parcel, which worth, like, one parcel will worth about maybe 20 euros, and 140 we were able to pack and help throughout the time. And one good thing, Elect influenced us to go and involve with the community. So this time usually, like when you do a church in a village, it's not easy. Like always the temple, like they have problems with us, and they come with people and rally and start protesting against. I'm not new to the place that I am, but the location that I am staying now, I decided that I will go to the temple and meet the monk and ask him to find some families. And the monk chose 10 families. I went to the temple and I worked with the chief priest of that temple. I have some photographs I'll send you, like, just after this. And I was able to support 10 families there. And even beyond that, we were able to go meet the village head, the officer, and I asked him to please give us 10 poor families so that we can help. And he also arranged, and we were able to build a very good bridge with them. Not only that, but as time passes, we went to the police station. Like we were having difficulties with masks and face shields and all that stuff. They are always on the roadblocks and they find it very difficult, and we were able to give nearly 40 or 50 face shield to the police station. They really appreciated, and they came to know that there's a smaller Christian community. They are involved in community too. And not only that, health sector, we were able to go and give them some face shield because they were lacking, and even the government was not able to provide at that time because the need was so much, the production was less, and this is an unexpected situation. So the ELEOS was behind our ministry, Assemblies of God Kandy North Church, and with your help we were able to do all these ministries. Not only that, ELEOS didn't stop there. Not only that, I had so many passions, so many things that I have in my heart to do. So I thought I'll share with my dear sister Lynn again of some of these passions that I have. She came up after a few weeks. She came up with one project that I proposed, helping families to educate their children, because I know the Sri Lanka is they call it a developing country, not actually in that state. We were in third world, but we are slowly moving towards up. But a lot of poverty is here in Sri Lanka, and I know that one way we can get out of poverty is helping them to educate their kids, because sometimes the average family doesn't have enough of way or financial support to help educate their children. So I thought of initially supporting 30 families, and we come to agreement in the end to support 20 families for 6 months. For some reason, now we are able to help 20 families, 20 children for 8 months. And Lynn, even she worked hard, and she was like sending money to this country. I think there is a difficulty in transferring money, but she worked hard tirelessly and helped us to support. Actually, we have about nearly 15 to 17 pastors family, because pastors are really going through a very tough time because they can't have services, and they don't have most of them doesn't have these online facilities, and even the believers in villages, they don't have facilities to have these internet or online services, and they are going through tough time financially and otherwise. And we were able to support one Buddhist widow, and there's another family that we are supporting for their children to be educated. Like he has special needs. So we are helping villagers, tea estate pastors, and some of them widows, and many, like among these 20 there's a variety, and they laborers, and most of them are pastors. So we are able to support these children, and also ELEOS helps my kids to be educated. So I wanted to make a special note thanking ELEOS. Thank you for your contribution, generosity. May God bless you.